So if you're given two different series, say an A series here and a B series here, then what we can do is we can actually add them together to create, we can do lots of things to obtain a new series. We can add them. We can get a new series. Because remember, it's just a list of numbers. A series is determined by a list of numbers. So we can do a new series where what we do is we just add like the first terms together, and then we add the second terms together, and we add the third terms together, and we consider those things as individual terms of a new series. So we can construct this new series where term by term we just add them, or we can subtract. So we can get a new series by adding, or by subtracting, or by subtracting the terms. So if we subtract them, it would look like this. You can subtract them in any order. Sorry. But the important thing is that they have to have the same start. So I just want to draw your attention to this. So usually S could be 1 or 0, whatever, but they both have to have the same starting point. And then we can throw away portions of one series so that they start at the same location. But anyway, so they have to have the same start here. So we can do this, and there's another thing we can do. There's something else we can do. So if we have two series, we can add them or we can subtract them. Also, given any constant, given any number, say C, we can get a new series. We can get a new series by just multiplying all the entries, every single entry by the same number, get a new series. So the original series, we're summing over all these terms, an, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever, and we're just going to multiply them all by a constant, and then we sum them up. So these are sort of constructions we can do with series. You can add or subtract series, and you can scale series by numbers. So if you know what a vector space is, series form a vector space, because you can add over the real numbers, because we can add them and we can scale them. Anyways, the important thing for today, though, is to, we have this nice theorem here, which is about if the series are convergent. So if your A series is convergent, so let's say we can actually add it up and it's equal to L less than infinity. So when I write this, I just mean that means it converges. So if we take two series, a series over the A's and a series over B's with the same starting position, and they both converge, so this just means that they both converge. And I'm telling you a symbol of what they converge to. Then both of the series in this series, n equals s to infinity, if you add the terms, well, this converges too. But I'm showing you the algebraic property. We can actually split up the addition like so. And so this is equal to L plus K. So this series, obtained by adding them, is also convergent. So the addition, so the sum of two convergent series is convergent. The sum of two convergent series is also convergent. So that's the statement, but more specifically, it just converges to, and it converges to the sum of the two sums. Okay, so if one series converges to L and the other series converges to K, so the first series converges to L, the second series converges to K, then the summation converges to L plus K. And there's a similar statement if you subtract. This statement also holds if we subtract. So If instead you subtracted the two series, then the algebra works like this. Then you would be subtracting them globally, and then it also converges. So this is also true for the difference. So the sum or the difference of two convergent series is also convergent, and there's a very, very nice formula for what number the series converges to. So that's the first statement. So you can add or subtract convergent series to get convergent series. And the second statement is that the series, if you multiply all of the entries by the same constant, then it's just a distributive property. We can factor out that C. And so therefore, this would be equal to C times L. So this is, we can factor out, so this says in words we can factor out a constant from a series. So this says we can factor out a constant from the series. Okay, so in words this says that if you have two convergent power series, then you can add them up or you can subtract them, and the resulting power series is convergent.